Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for checking out the bullet points. Today we've got a pretty cool suppressor. This is the Advanced Armament Corp or AAC Illusion. Now, right off the bat, I mean, I'll go over the specs on it. It's 7.88 inches, weighs in at just over 10 ounces, which is a very light 10 ounces. It does not feel like that to me, but that's what the specs are on it. The very unique thing about this is that it's actually offset. So your baffles, the holes for your round to go through, are actually offset from center, which means that you can put this on your gun and adjust it so that you can use your standard sights. If you've shot pistol suppressors before, generally you're kind of guessing where you are because your suppressor sticks up over the front sight, or you have to do high-rise sights for it, which, again, it's an extra cost. But with this one here, you go ahead and tighten it down, and then you can actually pull out on the suppressor and adjust it to get it to where your suppressor is kind of hanging low. So you get the bullet going through the top portion of it, and I'm not going to point it at the camera, but we'll show you in a minute here how it is offset. And as you look down the sights, it's pretty awesome because you can use your standard ones. We've got our Zev Glock here with the, I think we got a Mariglows on here, or what do we have on here? Mariglows. So anyway, with those sights, you can see very, very well, and you don't have to go and readjust your gun. Pretty awesome there. Thanks to Silencer Shop for loaning this out to us. We've also got the Silencer Co. Glock barrel here. So we put the threaded barrel on. Other than those two pieces from Silencer Shop, we've done the Zev Glock review before. Got a bunch of other cool stuff on here. But I'm really excited to get out and shoot this. Hear how quiet it actually is. I've heard really good things about it. It's a pretty new suppressor, so this is our first time with it. But again, I mean, that offset is really, really sweet. It's made of stainless steel as well as titanium and aluminum. So I think that's what makes it feel a lot lighter, is the fact that we've got titanium and aluminum on the inside and a stainless steel sleeve. It comes with a removal tool, so it's user serviceable. Should I try English? I'll try English today. User serviceable with the end cap removal tool, so you can pull the whole baffle stack out, you can clean it yourself, and you're good to go. So pretty awesome suppressor just from what I've seen so far. We're going to run a handful of rounds through it, see if it is as quiet as they say, and also I'm really excited to see how this runs with standard sights. So let's go ahead and get it out on the range. All right guys, we went ahead and put this AAC Illusion on our Glock 19 here, and we configured it so that the bulk of the suppressor is down, and you can see pretty easily the sights right over the top of it. Really impressive. Let's go ahead and run a couple rounds, see how quiet it is, and see if it's still accurate. Not wanting to cycle all the way. The gun's not that dirty, so make sure that's tight on there. Let's go a couple more. So what's happening is, if I just slap the trigger back and do kind of a quick release on the trigger, it cycles just fine. However, if I try and take a precision shot and hold that trigger back, then it seems to not want to slide forward or cycle all the way. So I'm going to go ahead and slap the trigger a couple times and see if we can get it to cycle all right. And then I got another mag, and we'll do some more precision stuff there and see if it's still kind of hanging up. That was hanging up quite a bit there. Let's try another mag and see if that does any good for us. All right, so we ran that first mag through. I pulled the suppressor off and looked at it. It was absolutely filthy. So whoever had this before had a lot of fun with it. Quite a few hundred rounds, I'd guess. So I went ahead and just sprayed some ballast all in there real quick, and then ran a couple rounds through it just to kind of clean it out. Again, it is user serviceable. I wasn't going to take the time today. We got a lot of other reviews to get to as well, so I wasn't going to go through, and clean every baffle and the whole stack and everything. But it is actually pretty easy to get to. So sprayed some ballast all in there. Hopefully that cleaned it out a little bit. Let's run another couple of rounds. I'm gonna go ahead and not hold the trigger back, just more of a slap trigger, and we'll see if that does any better with it. That was a live round that it kicked, so it ran a lot better. I'm wondering if it's the combination of the gun was clean, just not getting enough gases back, or this ammo is it's from HL Ammo. They're reloads, but they should be full power. I'm not running low power loads on this, so should be doing all right. So we had one that got hung up on that mag. Let's see how we do on this one. A lot better. A lot better. This thing's running great now. It's fairly warm. It's not rated to full auto or anything like that, so you're not going to want to run this on your, full auto Glock if you're lucky enough to have one. But we went through 20 rounds right there. We had one that kicked out. Fairly accurate for me shooting it. I'm not that great of a shot. But I love the fact that you can use your standard sights. That is really, really cool. I'm going to go ahead and give this a few minutes to cool off, load up some more mags, and we'll run it again.
I did not have last round bolt open. But I liked it. Yeah, I didn't have bolt open on either one, but it ran great.
Well, guys, I think this AAC Illusion is pretty badass. Again, I can't say enough about the offset baffle stack and being able to adjust it to fit your standard sights. I'm not the best shot in the world, but I was fairly accurate at our target out there. And I ran, I think 4 mags through it total, and then Brian, our camera guy, ran another 2 mags through it, and there's a lot of holes in that target. So that's awesome right off the bat. It was super dirty. I didn't open it up and clean it beforehand, and I think that's what led to that first 2 mags and not being able to cycle all the way. I did pick up the one that was a misfire, the only one that ejected a full shell, and it was a light primer strike. So with that said, once this thing got cleaned, it ran like a dream. It didn't have one hang up. We did have 2 where the slide didn't stick back after the last round open. But other than that, I think it's a pretty awesome suppressor. Significantly quieter than the ARs they're firing 3 bays down. So we're here on this bay. It's quieter right in my ear than it is some guys firing ARs that are, I'd guess, 75 to 100 yards away from us. So, I mean, hats off to AAC for putting together a very quiet and very, very cool suppressor. So thank you to our friends at Silencer Shop for loaning that out to us. Really appreciate it. Thank you to HL Ammo. They supply our ammo for today's shoot, and they make some great stuff. Really, really good prices too. So make sure you check them out. And if you guys have questions on the Zev Glock that we shot today, we'll put a link up here in the corner. We did a full review of all the parts that are on that thing, as well as ballpark costs on it. And you can get all those at gearyouneed.com. So if you guys have any weapons building accessories or needs that we can help you with, we'd love to win your business over. So check out gearyouneed.com. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. We'll see you next time on the Bullet Points.